So a man named Roger that people identified on my Facebook, and in this video it's about what makes me creeped out about cretins. What is creepy about cretins? And in the name of love, to receive encouragement during feeling like your bank has been robbed and you've lost everything, bankrupt, homeless, depressed. For his case, that he felt very low, and this is the case for all freaks. Well, they're creeps first of all, in other words, cretins. No matter what they have as an individual suffering from depression, anything positive becomes a negative and overwhelming. Any opportunity to put things right, clear anything out of the way that is in the way, would make this man named Roger resist. He would treat it as if it was a temptation. He would treat anything positive in his life as if it was a negative. Everything is a negative. And so, to me, I then realized that he is some type of a prophet, but not representing God. He's representing the other side. So we are the opposite attraction in hell. So it's not to bring heaven on earth, it is to bring hell on earth. And the reason for that, what makes a creep, what makes a cretin, is that they have had so much, and even with that much in place, they're never satisfied. They're never grateful for what they have. He did mention his very, very upsetting past, as much as I mentioned my very upsetting past. Everybody has a past. And there was something that I didn't realize about him, and that was that he does watch people. He observes people when you don't realize. Point number one. And point number two, in the name of love, he wanted to come across as though he's encouraging me, but at the same time he wanted to discourage me. He wanted to find out what encouraged me so that he can discourage me and make me down in the dumps. And that was the creepy side. Those two aspects I've just said. And I think it's not only the case for Roger, and so I've decided to block him and keep him out of my life and say no to him, because not everything in the past is a negative thing, and he seems to think that the past has to remain in the memory. It's in the mind, and it becomes a fantasy, when in fact true prophets will identify the past directly connected to the future, things that haven't even happened yet will reoccur, and those who are covered by the precious blood of the Lamb and Jesus will receive positive things from the past repeated in a different person or in a different spiritual message, but the same situation or the same personality from the past in somebody else, almost like a twin, but it's not a twin, identical twin. It would be a twin of a soulmate or a friend from the past that had probably died, and then you found someone else that reminds you of that individual. So for those that are in the category of hell on the other side, they say that soulmates are a bad thing. However, those of us who are in Christ, we say God works out all things for good for when we put our trust in God. And soulmates are a good thing. And so that's the difference between the fallen angels watching us compared to God's holy angels watching us. So he's a watcher, and that's the creepy thing. And he wants to return to me. He's actually, I just have this sense that he wants to make me feel like he's taking his space away from me, and that he expects to come back to me. And for us to be friends again or something. I just have this sense, this feeling that he expects something from the past to become a reality in the future, because by the bad angel, he's attempted to steal that from the family of God. And let them have it, let them have it any